Yo, what up? What is up? What is up? What the fuck is up? Hip hop, man. Hip hop is back. Real hip hop competition, friendly competition, pensmanship. Look like it's coming back, and I'm so motherfucking excited about it. I want to jump out my skin. I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit here, man, you can't. For people that know me and know how much I love hip hop, this last week has been fucking amazing. With everybody coming out, displaying their pen work, it's great, and it's all friendly competition. Maybe friendly is a term used loosely, but it ain't no beef. It's just competition. This is what we've been missing in hip hop for so long, so long. You know, people that really respect the art and the craft and really take pride in their pen game. It's back. It's back. Are y'all happy? I'm happy. I don't give a fuck who ain't happy. I fucking love it. Man, this shit here. Man, this video might be long today. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, because we're gonna get into a bunch of it. Um, I've already listened to most of the songs. I've listened to the Redbull freestyle. I've listened to Ray Vaughn's whole era going at Joey. I've listened to Joey's the finals going back at Ray. I've listened to Reason going at Joey and the whole East Coast. Man, yeah, we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it today. Uh, Again, I love it. You know, I've been seeing a lot of people when it comes to the Reason song. I've seen a lot of people talking about, oh, that was unnecessary. He just said your name. Look, man, in hip hop, if you got pride in what you do, if another rapper says your name in anything other than a flattering light, you supposed to respond. I don't care that you just said his name. Well, you shouldn't have. All the other words in the English language, you chose to throw a word in there that's his name in a punchline where you talking about his old record label. Come on, bro. You know what you was doing, Joey. But we here now. This is where we at. If you don't like it, bye. But this is where hip hop is at. I'm so glad that folks is coming outside. So glad folks coming outside. But yeah, man, this is a great time for hip hop. It looked like it's returning to something worth checking out. I ain't even gonna say returning to what it used to be. It's returning to something worth checking out. Uh, First we're gonna start out. We're just gonna go through and we're gonna check out the Red Bull freestyle first. I love
5 a.m.
this.
call time.
Where's my backpack?
The last minute assist. Going live.
Let's go.
I think everybody on here did their thing. Big Sean. For some reason, folks don't be want to give Big Sean his credit. Like, Big Sean is tough. Always has been. He always has been. But, you know, for some people, so for some reason, I feel like people don't give Big Sean his just due. He's from the same class of Cole, Kendrick, Drake. He from that class, man. Big Sean is a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So put some respect on Big Sean name, man. Um, and I'm gonna be honest. Out of these three on this one right here, I feel like Ab-Soul had the weakest verse, for lack of a better term. And even though the verse wasn't weak, but I feel like Big Sean snapped out, Joey Badass snapped out. Big Sean, I mean, Ab-Soul did his thing, but from listening to it, it seemed like for most of his verse, Big Sean Ab-Soul was actually freestyling. And it may have been the whole thing, but it seemed when he got to the part where he was talking to Joey, that all of that kind of flowed a little bit more coherently for me. Uh, but yeah, man, let's get into it. I ain't gonna say break it down. We just gonna go through it and check it out.
Yeah.
It's Sean Don, man, Redbull Spiral. I got my nigga Ab-Soul, Joey Badas. Me first, fuck it, hey. You going nowhere fast, but from your view you could never tell. No wonder, cause you live your life based on a carousel. You bums could probably teach a masterclass on taking L's. Truth is, if you wake up hating life, then you hate yourself.
Damn, that's how you feel, bro?
You see, most niggas crack under pressure, but I'm a natural. The thing about
This is what, you see how they all playing off each other. Like, man, this is what hip hop about. It don't have to be no personal, oh, I want to whoop this when I see him, or it's going to be smoke when I see him. Man, it ain't even got to be all that. It ain't got to be all that. All we doing is, I'm better than you, and I'm going to tell you to your face I'm better than you, and I'm going to show you to your face I'm better than you. Then afterwards, we all gonna, go get something to eat, chill. We still friends, but just like back when I was growing up in the NBA, nigga, on that court, you couldn't tell me Magic and Bird was friends off the court because they trying to kill each other on the court. But we found out that they was the best of friends off the court because they both respected each other. They both respected each other's get down. Bird knew Magic was an animal. Magic knew Bird was an animal. And on this court, these two animals trying to kill each other. But after that buzzer sign at the end of the game, we may not even dap each other going to the locker room. But you going to catch us at the restaurant down the street with our families after the game, eating, drinking some wine, having a good time, talking about the game. It ain't got to be no animosity. That's good for hip-hop. It ain't got to be animosity all the time. Some people take it there, understandably so, but it don't have to be that. You could just tell up, like, I'm better. I'm better. I will outdo you to your face. Come on, let's go.
living by the gun as you shouldn't have to. And if you can't reach for peace, I hope you have too. A lot of y'all my seeds, I see Janae should have had you. A lot of y'all confused tough skin for having tattoos, but that's what 6 cents is for, like when you add 2. Plus they gon' try to discredit you when you black too. Then drop jams, 1 diamond, but my favorite is Angie Stone. My drive back, that bitch on cruise control like Katie Holmes. Been flipping out in this bitch since it was camera phones. Know you great when you uncomfortable in your comfort zone. Grave digger. How niggas even want my name on they tombstone?
Yay or nay?
Seems to me you want A, but don't be one of them niggas that read the room wrong. Spit like believe me, I'm more than hungry. Way more unique, have power before the money. What the hell you know that I'm the dopest one, don't overdose. You wanna hold the notes like holding notes, you gotta go for broke. So I only proceed for proceeds. Been a ghost since the goatee and pound chains and teaser hats. I even made the goat's cheese. Just imagine all the other shit you don't see. I'm coming and killing, destroying the feeling, y'all folding the feeling, the boy tripping on me, but I still feel the hum like I feel in Detroit. B.I.G. minus the east and west beef. I'm the dime, you gotta kiss me from right to left.
And this beat is dope. This sound like some boom bap. This sound like, I don't know who did the beat or if this is already a beat that somebody else used. I'm not familiar with the beat, but I like this beat though. You know, I believe certain beats allows an artist, a rapper, to do certain things on it. You know, that's, yeah, I just feel like certain beats allow a rapper to really, you know, really shine on. But yeah, I'm fucking with this beat. Big Sean is getting busy. You know, let's go.
Cheek little bitch. Yeah. And your wife, he said I was gonna wash you, nigga. And I took it easy, man.
Man, I told you that in confidence, big bro. You had to do me like that, man.
Come on, man.
Come on. Hey, man, fuck it, let me remove the cap. My lady told me somebody told me that my career was in the trash. Something about missing my window or something. I wanted to laugh and shatter the glass he was referring to. Cause he ain't got a clue of what I turn into when I enter the booth. Neither do I, but I do know that kryptonite is not an issue. Plus the cape will be navy blue. You stuck in the lowest lane, it ain't a bird or a plane. And I'm rather faster than Burner's Bane. Anyway, respect the gang in them.
Okay.
Your paper thin, featherweight,
Yeah.
and your paper thin, like you never bang. You don't pay what you weigh, fuck is you even saying? Even if you was related to Shaba, you wouldn't make rank. On my mama, your men of honor just made plank. Huh? The rule is back, in fact, I never left. In which case, Joey, you put me in a sticky predicament.
I did.
I had to show solidarity to my syndicate.
Come on, soul.
Nah, you You know anybody can get it in such a way that it'll make any physician conflicted. But listen, the 47 still on my tricep. Pass the pot, let me scale it, I'm quite the chef. Pro era, the masters that ain't never incorrect.
That's
But it's
right.
still TDE till 3000 and forever. Life was heavy and Ray definitely stepped. But this is hip hop, you know we still on that. It was healthy for the sport, sticking to the roots, keeping it competitive. Just be lucky that Soul ain't stepping in. All of y'all would've had to shoot. The boat with the ocean view, you know what I came to do. Hey, Sean, let me get the hat again. And ask Nene who her favorite rapper is. I had to do it, Fred.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cute, nigga.
yeah.
Look, BK the caution, the bar none receive the caution. I spit fire is arson. They don't want war with the Martian. They sending their troops at the general, but I'm the one who absolute. They obsolete, can't compete cause I'm too elite. Tryna spark a match, but they simply lacking the heat. Blasphemy, I don't need no one.
That absolute bar was nice. That was nice. I'm the one absolute.
Can't compete cause I'm too elite. Tryna spark a match, but they simply lacking the heat. Blasphemy, I don't need no one to blaspheme. Charge it to the game, call that shit a catastrophe. This rulers back, they been trying to measure up. Look, my name ain't Rick, but I talk slick, no pressure, luck. And I ain't taking no words back, I'm with all that. This ain't gotta turn to nothing else, let's keep it all rap. First off, I can never hate the West Coast, but since niggas coming for Joe, fuck it, then let's go. Niggas must have forgot what I said on Control. There's still a bunch of sensitive rappers in they pajama clothes, I guess. This ain't no East versus West, I just think that I'm the best. As a matter of fact, I know these bars could put bad boys on death row. Kinda crazy how Shook and Puff in jail though.
I remember when Joey dropped their rulers back, and people accused him of clout chasing and you know whatever. I didn't think it was clout chasing. I was a little befuddled to wonder where he popped up from or why he popped up, because nobody definitely called his name. But as a little time went on, I gave it a little bit more thought, and hell, he got pride. He one of them New York rappers. You know, he got pride, and I think I think Joey knows I think he's cognizant of the state that New York hip hop is in now and has been in for some years now. Like, New York lost this sound a while ago, and most of the stuff that's been coming out of, you know, New York has been mainly drill rap. And look, I'm 43, so I don't get into none of the drill rap. Oh, hold on a second. But anyway, like I was saying, I think he's aware of the state that rapping in New York has been for the last few years, and there's really New York doesn't have a sound anymore. You know, drill rap, that sound, that's not New York sound. First time I ever heard of drill rap was out of Chicago with Chief Keef. So, if anything, it's a Chicago sound. But, you know, I know these people got to do whatever sells, so. But, yeah, New York don't have a sound. The only real people that's been making noise in hip-hop out of New York has been, of course, Griselda, and you got your Ransom, and, you know, you got Davies, you know, guys like that. 38 Special, which is, you know, Griselda, BSF. You don't really have no, and not to segregate New York, but hell, New York segregates itself. You know, they never really considered Buffalo, New York, shit until Griselda and them came around, you know, stepping on niggas' necks and showing them that real rap does still exist in New York. Now they want to claim, you know, Buffaloes and the Rochesters as New York when if you've been growing up in hip hop the last 20 years, you know New York is really only considered Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Harlem. They consider that the real New York. Hell, you can even, when you watch old Wu-Tang interviews, they didn't even really consider that New York because it was on an island. You had to take a boat or a ferry to get to it. But as far as New York, like, I can't name anybody in, I'm going to say Joy's generation besides him from New York that's really rapping. You know, I think, Joy was after the whole ASAP movement. Because Joy a lot younger than the rest of these guys. He was, 17 when he dropped 1999 when he first came out. He was still in high school. And by that time, I want to say ASAP and them had been established already. So, but I feel, to get back to the point, I think he understands what hip hop is in right now. So that whole the ruler's back. If you really listen to it, yeah, he said too much West Coast dick licking, you know. But I think he was really talking to his city, like, nigga, we paying too much attention to what they got going on over there, and too busy trying to sound like Chicago or Atlanta or, nigga, where we at? And if you've been watching this, the only other person I can remember that popped out besides Joey Badass was CJ Fly, you know, a Pro Era member, Joey Homie, which led me to think, like, damn, where is everybody at? Where's the rest of it got to be some more rappers out there. It has to be, especially from his generation on down, because most of the guys that's involved in it right now are younger. You know, I think Joey may be the youngest. I think, you know, like your Daylights and your Absols. Well, I think Ray Vaughn may be Joey's age or younger. But where they at? Where y'all at? I know y'all ain't gonna let my mans just get, you know, attacked from several different folks, and ain't nobody besides his homeboy gonna step up. Now, I'm really gonna be shocked if nobody steps up since Reason has dropped his shit, because we're gonna get to that later, but Reason really went at all of New York. And I don't even really think it was disrespectful. He was just like, you know, where y'all niggas at? He even said, you know, Joey Kaepernick got to stand by himself. Like, where y'all at, man? Y'all ain't gonna let my man. That's why, even if you don't like Joey, you gotta respect him, because he ain't back down from that one nigga yet. He been taking fade after fade after fade, and it don't look like he's struggling. I like Joey. I've been a fan of Joey for a while. America's Nightmare. Is that the name of the album? I think that may be the name of it. I may be wrong. But that album, fire. You know, I've been a fan of him since then, you know. But, yeah, New York, man, where y'all at? Help y'all, man. Help him out. You know, it ain't even so much that I think he losing or whatever. But he handling too many by himself, and he shouldn't have to. He holding New York down. Him and CJ Fly are the only two holding it down right now. And people talking about, man, where Griselda at? You know, Dave East. I don't see them getting in this. Now, they may now that Reason has pretty much put NYC on notice, like, you know, y'all used to be the Mecca, but y'all ain't nothing now. But, get back to it.
Yo, I was at the party, but I never seen a freak on. Instead of battle rap on stage, showing his cheeks on. Fuck type of time these niggas be on.
That was a shot at Daylight. If you don't follow battle rap early on in Daylight's career, this may have been even like world star hip hop days. Daylight was in a battle, and that fool pulled his pants down and had his ass cheeks out. Like, wow. I can't remember if he pulled his pants down or he had on like some assless pants or something, but his cheeks was exposed, on the battle stage. I remember that. That shit went super viral before really going viral was a thing. So I want to say the rest of his verse is taking shots at Daylight. And hey, Daylight is a different animal, man. Daylight is a different animal, especially when it comes to battle rap. This is what he do. He's one of the greats in battle rap. The greats know that. If you ask, Murder Mook, Loaded Lux, and them about Daylight, they gonna give him nothing but respect because he be destroying them folks in them battles. His wordplay, as just far as wordplay and hip hop, he is top tier. It's Eminem level. The wordplay and the schemes and the way he ties shit together, man, he's so intelligent. Daylight one of them ones. He called him Badas, like, look, nigga, packing you up. He was packing him up in this verse. I'm not gonna lie.
Light saving, no sunshine, it won't be long. It's a thin line between the trolls and the weirdos. You're clowning for attention, but wearing masks like heroes. See through your raps, it's clear, bruh. Get your ass capped trying to fuck with the PRO. I ain't worried about son, this world revolve around mine. You ain't no Copernicus, nigga, you move on my time. Told you I would let you shine, give you space to coexist. Cause when I playing it in line, now they like getting eclipsed. Supernova over, no, I gotta keep it lit. Made the
He killing Daylight, man. He killing Daylight. I ain't gonna lie.
conversation shift every time I talk my shit. It's written in the constellations, the script. I'm like years ahead, they just trying to catch the drift. Every time I ask them, hey yo, no fly zone, say, oh, is that right? I ain't gotta book no flight, I'm still gon' pack light. I'm over heads like a carry-on, they never been checked yet.
Even Ab-Soul was like, yeah. You know, it's been a lot of people feeling a certain way. You know, Ab-Soul was standing next to Daylight, and Daylight was, dissing some of his partners. Joey was dissing some of his partners. And Daylight is not on TDE, but he's very closely affiliated with TDE. I know him and Punch have a relationship. Him and Soul have a relationship. I think him and Kendrick has a relationship. So I think he's been close with them for a while because he's from Cali. He's been around TDE since the early days. But he putting belt the ass on Light on this one, on this verse.
And I'm done playing, I popped out like a cassette deck. Respect that, they hanging on every bar till I'm hang tight. Get your muscle up for you think a step in the swing right. I'm up early on the grind, I shine through the late night. I ain't gotta lose no sleep to break daylight. Shouldn't give you niggas time of day, but fucking shine a light on them, I'm a light ray. Now how can I say this all in a nice way? If you need the attention till top, he gotta pay. Look, I said what's up.
That was a shot at Ray Vaughn. That was a shot at Ray Vaughn. If you don't know who Ray Vaughn is, he one of the Cali soldiers that popped out on Crash Out Heritage, and I believe he absolutely cooked Joey on that. Because them first set of songs Joey dropped, I wasn't impressed with. Like, to me, they were super, even though I'm a fan of Joey, he can rap, but I just wasn't feeling any of those songs. Not Sorry, Not Sorry, not The Ruler's Back. Out of all of them, I like The Ruler's Back the best. But I wasn't feeling his responses. He didn't seem hungry enough. He didn't really seem focused on that. I don't know if he was still working with the show, but now he sound focused. He sound like I got time today. If a nigga sounded, that's what he sounded like. I got time today. With this one, with the finals, he had time, and he really focused on the competition. He focused on the craft. So yeah, I love it, man. I absolutely love it.
A little pup to a canine, it's game time. I ain't green on the defensive, I'm on my dream on. Empty out the clip on your whole click when I aim mine. I'm catching collaterals, hit you all at the same time. How the fuck one line? Click a whole state here. What you mean, bro? What you mean? Told you about them, bro. Niggas told you, bro. You gotta respect the game. Niggas taking shots at me, bro. Taking shots at me. You shot first, bro. I mean, I was just shooting in the air, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get y'all attention, man. Hey, shooters gonna shoot. Okay. Niggas is up right now, man.
See what I'm saying, man? Ain't nothing but respect. And I don't think they faking, bro. Well, I know them two not faking. You know, they got a relationship. It's documented. They go back years. They're not faking. So it's all love. You like, nah, man, they shooting at me. So like, fool, you shot first. Yeah, I did. My bad. You know, but it's all love, and this is what hip hop needs, man. So what y'all think about that one? I think them boys got busy on there. But like I said, he mentioned Ray Vaughn, and Ray Vaughn, I don't know how the hell Top be finding this damn talent that he be finding. He really has a ear for this. You know, look at the roster of artists that he's put together throughout the duration of TDE. Kendrick, SZA, Abra, Absol, J-Rock, Schoolboy, Isaiah Rashad, Ray Vaughn. Like, man, they put some talent together. They put some talent together, boy. And I know one knock against them is when you on Top Dog, it seemed like you shelved. You know, unlike other record labels, you just don't see Top Dog dropping a bunch. You know, they actually take time to curate their artists, to develop their artists, you know, let their artists find the sound and then mold that artist. You know, give them the game, show them the ins and outs, teach them about music. That's why the artists on TDE get Grammys. And even though I say, no, people think Grammys don't mean nothing, you know, that's how you feel. But how many other record labels out here have artists with multiple Grammys? Hip-hop record labels. Kendrick got several Grammys. J-Rock got a Grammy. SZA got a Grammy. Off the top of my head, I can't think about too many record labels, hip-hop record labels, especially today, with Grammy-winning artists, multiple Grammy-winning artists on their roster. You know, they got something going over there. So I've never cared about, oh, you got to drop 2 or 3 times a year. In my time, and because I'm an old head, you drop several times a year. That was a phenomenon. When when X dropped twice in 1 year and both of them motherfuckers went platinum, we had never seen no shit like that. We wasn't used to artists dropping, you know, 2 projects a month or, you know, multiple projects in a year. And I think you could tell by the sound, and I don't mean like sonically sound, but when you listen to hip hop for the last, what's this, 25? Shit, I'm gonna say for the last 20 years, you could tell not too many take pride in what they do, care about the craft. They don't. That's why when I was coming up, man, it took you 6 to 8 months to create a project, but you was gonna get a body of work. Yeah, it was some bullshit came out of my time, but for the most part, the top rappers were dropping bodies of work. They wasn't just dropping hits. They wasn't just dropping club songs. They were dropping bodies of work. People don't make bodies of work no more. Like, you have a few, Nipsey, that was a body of work. Killer Mike, that was a body of work. Schoolboy Q, Blue Lips, that was a body of work. You know, put some craft into your shit. I mean, put some time into your craft. Care about it. Most folks get in the rap game now, it's a hustle. It's a side hustle. They don't really care about it. They know, I get me a viral hit, it's gonna go up, I'm gonna get the bag. Yeah, to each his own. To each his own. I don't like it, because respect the craft, man. Respect what you do. You know, don't just be out here dropping nonsense. And even if you're gonna drop, it ain't gotta be, you know, super lyrical, but you can still tell when there's no time and effort put into it. But anyway, now that I got that little rant out, we're gonna check out Ray Vaughn's whole era. I like this song. But you know, I'm a really big fan of Ray Vaughn though. I am, but I really like this song.
Wix, gives you the freedom to tell your story.
Don't give a fuck where you from.
My bad.
I already know you've been talking about me.
Yeah. Niggas on that shit again. Yeah, niggas on top. Niggas on, yeah. Look. Hey, hoey, is you stupid or you dumb? Popping it and screaming about a 20v1. Hey, hoey, is you finished or you done? We don't give a fuck where you from. Okay, what's up? Shut up. Okay, what's up? Shut up. Baby teeth, you ain't even got a plaque yet. Fact check, we wanna see the numbers like a math test. Round Joey.
Hold on. Before we get into this, I want to speak on a narrative I'm starting to see already. So many people was talking about, oh, he got the Kendrick flow on this. Come on, man. It's Ray Vaughn is in a good situation, but it's also kind of messed up because he's from Cali. He's on TDE. He's lyrical. He's meaningful. He's creative. And he gets a lot of comparisons to Kendrick, not in a good way. It's with the, oh man, this mini Kendrick. Oh, he got the Kendrick flow. He stole Kendrick whole flow. For one, I think when you were great like Kendrick, Hove, Nas, Bun B, your flow is yours. Folks can try to mimic it all day. It's not going to come close. Nobody can copy Kendrick's flow because I don't think he has a flow. Kendrick can do any flow. That's what the greats can do. They can do any flow. Now, I think they're referring to this last G&X projects. You know, Kendrick's flow is different than it usually has been in the past. You know, if you're not really tuned in with hip-hop from the West Coast, specifically California, then you don't know who Draco the Ruler is. And I think Kendrick was using a lot of his flow on that because Draco had a very specific flow and pattern that guys wasn't really rapping in from the West Coast. It was very, like when you hear folks like AZ Chike, Peso, that laid back, almost calm flow, Draco is the first one I remember that really made that flow popular. You know, if I'm from Cali, if you're from Cali, correct me if I'm wrong, but he was the first one I heard with that type of flow. And that's what Kendrick was using a lot of on the G&X. And even, you know, a little bit in the beef between him and Drake. You know, I like the flow. A lot of people don't like Cali flows. A lot of people don't like Cali music, which is crazy to me because if you're a fan of hip-hop, good music is good music. It don't matter where it came from. Me, I'm in the South. I'm neutral. Not just because I'm in the South, because I just love hip-hop. If it's trash, it's trash. If it's not, it's not. I've never listened to music from a certain region, a certain state, and not liked it because it was from that state. Even if I don't understand the vernacular or the accent, if it sounds good, I'm going to listen to it until I understand it. You know, if I can make out a lot of what you're saying and it sound like, you know, what I like, yeah, I'm going to listen to it, you know, again and again. You know, for one, because it's good and I want to understand what they're saying. I'm big on lyrics in hip-hop. Always have been. Not just hip-hop, music in general. Because if you're not saying nothing, I don't want to listen to it. You know, I don't care. It's a vibe. Man, I get my vibe from neo-soul, from jazz, R&B. You know, I don't come to hip-hop to get a vibe. I don't. I come to hip-hop to get a story, get some game, listen to folks share their story in an artistic way, in a poetic way. That's what I come to hip-hop for. Lyrics first, beat second. So if you're not saying nothing, you're just not saying nothing. But a lot of people hate on Cali. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. They hated on the South early in hip-hop. That's why Andre 3000 had to get on stage and tell him at the Source Awards in '95, the South got something to say. So I get it when the West Coast get angry when they feel like they being slighted, because being from the South, even not as a rapper, people just think folks from the South is slow. Not just the rappers, but that was one of the big knocks on the rappers from the South. Oh man, them country ass niggas, you can't understand them. Them niggas slow. Yeah, all right. Nigga, Bun B will bar your ass down. MJG will bar your ass down. You know, whoever. You know, so I feel the West Coast when they feel a certain way, man. I get it. But let's jump back into it.
We run, we gon' name it at your backpack. Real shit, you should act more and you should rap less. Every verse ass with that BBL cost. West Coast getting seasoned, now you heavy on the salt. Catch him at the Staples Center, bet you I'm a spark. Goofy, don't let power get your TV turned off. Nigga, what? You done ran into them steppers who don't tap dance. Gucci trash bands just for you to put them raps in. Conductor got you sounding like you in a jazz band. Why you going after Dottie, think he Pac-Man? Ooh, CJ like 40 and he on drugs. Clickbaiting for the honeycomb, get your own buzz. Skeletons inside my closet playing Bone Thugs. I put the whole pro era on a pro club. Hey, Hoey, is you stupid or you dumb? Popping it and screaming about a 20v1. Hey, Hoey, is you finished or you done? We don't give a fuck where you.
That Hoey shit is hilarious. That is hilarious. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody call somebody Joey Hoey. That shit is funny as hell. Hey, Hoey, is you stupid or you dumb?
From where you from? Okay. What's up? Shut up.
See? Paying love to the South. Shout out Trick Daddy and Trina. Okay. What's up? Shut up. Man, if you know, you know.
Okay. What's up? Shut up. Niggas won't smoke, I'm a vape lord. Walk around with 9 on me, feel like I'm in grade 4. I could send him to the stars, he get paid for. But standing next to Soul ain't gon' save yours. But every verse, ho, we talking about I'm back. We don't give a fuck about where you was or where you at. See, the fans only know you for the acts, not the blaps. I know where you was and you was never on a map. Look, sleeping one eye open, I'm in Futurama. Old heads ain't try to school you, let me do the honor. Stupid ass nigga, I could tell he never been in drama. Who and nobody, I was writing for your baby mama. Call yourself.
I mean, hey, they always say when you bring spouses and other folk into it, that's where it can get sticky. That was the only thing when I heard this, I was like, because I want this shit to stay strictly hip hop. And you can still keep it strictly hip hop when you bring somebody's family into it. It's the way you bring them into it. You know, some guys, they just won't keep it strictly hip hop no matter how you bring their family into it. But I'm one of the believers that hip hop is a sport, full contact sport. When I say full contact, when you're in a battle, nothing is off limits. Nothing is off limits. So, hey, he said what he said. So now you can't gauge how Joey responds to that. You can't gauge that. So however he responds is how he responds. If he cook you on a track, hey. If he punch you in the face when he see you, hey. I don't promote violence at all. But when you attack somebody, you have no right to tell them how they can and can't respond. That just is what it is. If you feel that type of way, don't open your mouth and mention nobody. But back to it.
Speaking for the coast without backup. Drop a little 3-track EP and nigga, that's up. See what happened last time I acted beef a rapper. How you on TV and your homie using CapCut? Get active. Stop acting. Get active. Gain traction. Your last slap was in 2017 and I played ball. I could deal with niggas on the screen. Ray Whopper. Quick to turn a nigga to a rollout. Heard they move the goalposts every time we show out. Here's a line combo. It really is a blowout. That didn't respond. Now you trying to call Cole out? Dumbass. Hoey, is you stupid or you dumb? Popping it and screaming about a 20v1. Hey, rock him. Stupid ass nigga think he rock him. TDE superstars jealous. He ain't locked in. I done pull so many caps. I go to med school. Bullets flying by. Sound like sounds on the Neptune. Thought the beef was livestock. Really, it was Deadpool. For that energy, I gave him wings once I Red Bull. Sorry, not sorry. Shit was weak. Pardon me. Pardon me. You made a whole EP. Copping, please. What? Black man, let him breathe. Let him breathe. Nah, fuck that. Hanging from the popular trees. He had y'all food like he do it for the sport. For the sport. Snoop Dogg kicking over his little fort. Ay, bitch, you watch. You ain't carrying no torch. You let Ice Spice turn it to the king of New York. What the fuck?
That was crazy. That was crazy. Why is it crazy? Because the shit is damn near true. Ice Spice was running New York for a minute. And that's what I'm saying. She was talking about nothing. And it's not just because I'm old and I don't understand her music. she wasn't talking about nothing. But she was the hottest thing in New York. She hanging out with Taylor Swift at the damn Super Bowl, all type of fuckery. Dude, now where is she? Now where is she? That's what Reason's saying, bro. Like, what is New York doing? What are y'all doing? Y'all have produced some of the greatest rappers in hip hop. And the greatest rapper in hip hop, in my opinion, which is Rakim. Feel how you feel. I said what I said. Rakim is the blueprint to how niggas have been rapping since he dropped. Argue with your mama. Rakim, the God, come on, bro. Anyway, but you had Rakim, you had your Jadakiss, your AZs, Big Puns, Biggies, Big L's, you know, all of the locks, Dipset, G-Unit, Sean Price. Man, they have created some of the greatest rappers to ever touch a microphone. Who was the last great rapper that came from New York? Think about that. The last great, I'm going to say, I ain't going to say just one person. I'm going to name an era. It's probably going to be the Murder Inc. Rockefeller era. That was the last time they produced a great hip hop artist. What was that, early 2000s? I'm lying. Well, let me rephrase it. When was their last time consistently? Because all of these, back in that time, man, New York had shit popping. And before, you know, New York always been popping. That's where hip hop's created, born, birthed, you know. So from the creation up until, I'm going to say, the early 2000s, it was popping in New York. It fell off, and it fell off hard. You had a couple guys here and there popping in. But as far as hip hop go, New York didn't start really thumping again until Griselda came around. They came around rapping their ass off. And they was bringing in other motherfuckers that could rap their ass off. 38 Special. You know, BSF got a roster by theyself. This ain't even including the Griselda roster. But yeah, man, New York, y'all gotta come on back outside. Y'all gotta come on and get in this. Jada and them, I ain't gonna say they done, but them guys held it down for New York for years. They shouldn't have to do it again. My generation shouldn't have to do it again. Joey needs some fucking help. It need to be some other motherfuckers from New York with pride to say, hold on, bro. You're not gonna talk about my state like that. Especially not the hip hop scene, without me saying something. My brother was saying, he had mentioned Don Q. And if it's the same, I meant to ask him, was it like the same Don Q that used to run with, I think he used to fuck with A Boogie back in the day. But I hadn't heard nothing from him in a while. I hadn't heard nothing from him in a minute. Maybe I just ain't tuned in, but yeah, man, what y'all think about Ray?